So when we use warn as the reporting verb, then the pattern should be like this. That means warn plus someone plus about. This is one pattern. And in negative sentences, we use this pattern. Warn plus someone plus not plus to. If we just put this in an example, we get the sentence like this. They warned us about. Warned is the reporting verb. Immediately after warn, we have used a person, us, and after that about. This is the pattern that we have to follow when we are using warn as the reporting verb. And in a negative sentence, as I said, warn plus someone plus not. Not is the word which is used to refer to a negative statement. They want us not to move to San Francisco. So this is the pattern which we have to use when we are using warn as the reporting verb. Now see here, the other verbs which we use for advise. Advise itself is a word, reporting verb, which we use in few cases like, but here the pattern that we have to follow when we are using this word advise as a reporting verb. Advise plus someone plus not plus to. If it is a negative statement, then we use not, or else we can skip this part. So this is optional. So we use the verb advise for giving advice. And here, one exceptional thing what we have to remember is advise is pronounced with a Z sound. If it ends in SE, means it is denoting a verb. If it ends in CE, then it is denoting a noun. So the difference is when we are trying to spell it out, like the ending, if it is SE, then the sound should be Z, advise. So if it is a noun, ADVICE, then the ending sound should be like S, advice. Advise, advice. So Z, S sound differs. So here, when we use this advise as a verb, reporting verb, then the pattern should be advise plus someone plus not is an optional element plus to infinitive we use. So in this example, she advised me to start the assignment early. Advised is the reporting verb, and immediately after advised, me followed. That means me refers to someone, a person, and after that to infinitive, to start. So this would be the pattern when we use advise as the reporting verb. She advised me not to. If it is a negative sentence, so in between this me and to infinitive, we add not. She advised me not to wait until the last minute. So the pattern of advise, if we are using advise as a reporting verb, then the pattern would be like advise plus someone plus not is optional plus to infinitive. And one more word we have, encourage. When we use encourage as the reporting verb, then the pattern is same like advise. Encourage plus someone plus to. This is the pattern that we use. That means, see in the example sentence, my parents encouraged me to. Encouraged is the reporting verb. Me, someone, when we are referring to someone, like me is the person, we are referring to the person, and to take. This is to infinitive. So the pattern would be like this. My parents encouraged me to take swimming lessons. But we usually use the word encourage for suggesting positive things. Encourage is used in positive contexts only. It's not in negative context, but positive context only. We use this encourage. And my parents encouraged me to take swimming lessons. See the next one. Reporting verbs for arguments or strong feelings. When you are referring to arguments, or when you are referring to reporting arguments, or when you are reporting strong feelings, the verbs, usually the verbs, reporting verbs that we use are, first one is admit. Admit, the pattern when we use this as reporting verb is admit plus that. If we admit something, means like we acknowledge a mistake or something unpleasant fact. That means whatever the unpleasant thing that happened, or if we have done a mistake, then we use this admit to report that kind of action. He admitted that he had stolen the money. This is what he has done, the mistake he has done, and it's a very unpleasant thing to mention. So we have used a reporting verb, admit. He admitted that. So this is the pattern. After admit, immediately we have to write down the word that. He admitted that he had stolen the money. And we take one more verb, argue. Argue. What is a pattern means? Like in two ways we use this. Argue plus that, or argue plus about. So we have two things. Argue means like we try to persuade or convince other people that our opinion is correct. Or in the second case, what we do is argue may refer to a verbal conflict. Argue may refer to a verbal conflict. See in the example, you'll understand it better. The lawyer argued that his client did not know he was breaking the law. The lawyer argued that. This is the first thing what I told you. Argued in the sense he is trying to convince other people that his client did not know that he was breaking the law. That means he argued that pattern is used usually to convince other people that what we are telling is true. My parents are arguing about where to spend our family vacation. This is the second pattern actually. So when we use this means like when there is a verbal conflict. When there is a verbal conflict, my parents are arguing about where to spend our family vacation. So these are the two patterns that we use in two different contexts. First context is when we try to convince or persuade other people that our opinion is correct, then we use argued that. And the second thing is when we are trying to refer to some or report some verbal conflict, then we use arguing about. And reporting verbs, other reporting verbs which we use to report arguments in strong feelings are agree. Agree that. Usually agree we use with the subject of the sentence. I agree or I am in agreement. These are the two ways that we convey. Here, see in the example, the boss agreed that we should invest more in employee training. The boss agreed that we should invest more in employee training. Immediately after this reporting verb, we got that. The boss agreed that. Okay. And we have one more verb like that, claim. Claim that. And this claim usually we use to state that something is true. And but others may be in doubt whether what we are telling is true or false. Here, see this example. She claimed that she had locked the door. She claimed that she had locked the door. That means here, other people may not believe her words, but she is trying to make them believe that what she is telling is true. She claimed that she had locked the door. She claimed she had locked the door. Both the things are right. That means that is an optional element. We can add that to the reporting verb or we can skip that and we can write it as it is. She claimed that she had locked the door. She claimed she had locked the door. Now, we see the other verb, complain. We use this word also, this verb also when we are reporting. Complain that or complain about. So complain means actually to say something negative, like because you're annoyed or you're disappointed about it. So when something disappoints you, when something annoys you, then we complain about that particular thing. So we use this complain as the reporting verb. We complain that the hotel was too hot. See, the pattern when we use complain as the reporting verb is after the reporting verb that has to be followed, or after the reporting verb complain about has to be followed. So here in these examples, we complained that the hotel room was too hot. We complained about the temperature in the hotel room. The pattern, a little change in the construction of the sentence according to the pattern that we have used. We complained that the hotel room was too hot. We complained about the temperature in the hotel room. And one more verb is deny. Deny is a word which mean you say whatever that the thing is not true. If you deny something, it means you say it is not true. Now the pattern of deny, like when you use this deny as a reporting verb, then the pattern would be like this: deny plus that. He denied that he was responsible. We can't say like he denied he was responsible. So immediately after the reporting verb denied, you have to get that. He denied that he was responsible. Next one, insist. So we have two patterns here for this word: insist that, insist on. So the verb insist means to strongly say something is true, or one more thing is strongly say you will do something despite other people trying to oppose you or contradict you. So they may not be in favor of you. See this example: I insisted that I was innocent. I insisted that I was innocent. That means you strongly say that you are innocent. You were innocent. She insisted on paying for my drink. She insisted on. So here we have two patterns: insist that, insist on. Insisted on paying for my drink. That means she strongly she says strongly that she would do something. So in this two cases, like we have two patterns when we are using this insist as the reporting verb. So one is insist plus that, the other one is insist plus on. And next we have one more verb, swear plus that or swear plus to. We have two patterns here. The verb swear means to say something with extremely strong certainty. That means if you strongly believe that it is true or that you are going to do that, then you use the word or the reporting verb swear. He swore that he had left his wallet on the table. That means he strongly believed that he had left his wallet on the table. He swore to get revenge. Is very strong that he is going to certainly do that particular thing. He swore to get revenge. Here for swear we have two patterns, that is swear that or swear to. So we use these two patterns when constructing a sentence. Threaten. This is other verb. This is other verb, reporting verb, which we use to report something. The verb threaten means to say you will do something bad to another person. So here the pattern when we use this threaten is threaten plus to. The manager threatened to fire me. So immediately after the word threaten, it should be followed by to. The manager threatened to fire me. And next, see this one, reporting verbs for statements. Usually when we are reporting statements, like what are the reporting verbs that we use? Explain plus that, or explain plus noun plus to someone, or explain plus question word. So explain is a reporting verb which we use to report statements. And this pattern when we use this explain as a reporting verb. So the pattern that we use with this reporting verb explain is explain plus that is one pattern, explain plus noun plus to someone is one pattern, explain plus question word is the other pattern. See in the example, the receptionist explained that the doctor was out for lunch. So the receptionist explained that the doctor was out to lunch. So explain that is the pattern we have used in this sentence. Now see here, can you explain this math problem to me? This is noun. This math problem is a noun which we are using. And to me is someone. So can you explain? Explain is the reporting verb. This math problem is the noun phrase. And to me is to infinitive here. So the third pattern is he explained how. Explained is the reporting verb. Immediately after the reporting verb, we got a question word here. He explained how he had built his own house. So we have three patterns which we use along with with this explain reporting verb. Here in these three patterns we use this word. So one pattern is after explain we get that. The other pattern is after explain we get noun plus to someone, and after explain we get a question word. These are the three patterns. But one thing we have to remember, a common error which we usually do is after explained reporting verb we immediately use me. So this particular thing we have to avoid. Immediately after this reporting verb explain, we should not use me. So I explained him. This is an error. He explained me. This is an error. We never have a person immediately after the verb explain.